We are under the... Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Leury Garcia. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And with the fog making its way over from the Sunset District, a cool 58 degrees here at game time. Ready on 1-2.
Ball in.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Up into the arcade and out of here. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Right out of the gates right there. He's not wasting any time. First batter of the game, not normally known for his pop, but he got every last stitch of that one.
To the plate now, Yohan Moncada. Hit out towards second. Flores to his left. He's there. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Stepping in now, Eloy Jimenez. Moncada leads off first with one away. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
So now to the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
In now, Nomar Mazara. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They were finally able to snap that long losing streak last time out. A rare bright spot in what's been a horribly difficult stretch.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is...
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Pence. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Carlos Rodon gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all 3 of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
Standing in, Wilmer Flores. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder, Steven Duggar.
Next to bat for the Giants, Steven Duggar. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Batting third, the right fielder, Hunter.
So stepping in, Hunter Pence. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's the 2-1 home. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The White Sox lead this one 1-0. So striding in, Yasmani Grandal. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
1-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Again, a 1-2. Sliced hard on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Danny Mendick. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And that misses for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
The pitcher, Carlos Rodon, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The center fielder, number 28, Leori Garcia.
Digging in, Leori Garcia. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, Yohan Moncada. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Long throw to third. To the plate now, Tim Anderson. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready on 1 and 2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, Dewar, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
At the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. 2-2. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
There's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Slow little grounder left side. He'll come to the plate with it. They get the force at the plate, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So they tried for the old 1-2-3 double play there, but it didn't quite get moving quickly enough. I'm sure they'll be content to take the out at the plate, however. So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Three runs already home here. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he's safe.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work, but you can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Trevor Cahill enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now batting, Danny Mendick. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. The 2-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the stretch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit out towards second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the White Sox 6 and the Giants nothing. Leading off the inning, Mike Yastrzemski, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hit back up the middle. Anderson picks it up, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting 6th, the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria.
Digging in, Evan Longoria, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 5th, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. Back on Wednesday, it was a 1-for-5 performance for him. Now the 2-1. Hit softly down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. The White Sox lead it 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So here now's the pitcher, Carlos Rodon. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Nope, at the
And
ball.
this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Digging in and looking for more, Leury Garcia. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. 1 out, nobody on. On the ground up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Stepping in now, Yoan Moncada. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll be shy of the arcade as it's off the brick wall. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Tim Anderson. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 out and a runner on second base. Little chopper back to the mound. And that's the 2nd out.
Up next for Chicago, the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eloy Jimenez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And this misses for ball 4. The 2nd walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 2-1 home.
Down to 3-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ripped down the first base line. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is scored. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
At the plate, Yasmani Grandal. And that misses. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Hit in the air to center field. Duggar will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And the White Sox are out in front, 9-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And there's 1 away. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Fouled away. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Trevor Cahill. A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Push to the right side. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. On now to the top of inning number 4. White Sox on top, 9-0. Ready now, Danny Mendick, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. At third, Longoria. Throw on to first, and Cahill's looking sharp here. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 28, Leori Garcia.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Leori Garcia. He singled his last time up. The 1-1 home.
Hey!
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Flores is retired, and there's 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. Fouled off. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
In now, Hunter Pence. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
At the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski. Outside, 2-1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Yastrzemski is below the Mendoza line. A batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
The 3-1. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And it's gone into the arcade section. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. Now the pitch. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Sean Anderson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Anderson.
All ready to go in the top of the fifth, and set to go as the third baseman, Yoan Moncada. The 3-1 pitch. Smoke toward third, taken in by Longoria, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eloy Jimenez. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they hold a 9-2 lead. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner into the cove, but foul. And it's fouled away. Popped up. Moncada has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. The next 3-2. Left side, but well foul. Popped him up. Anderson has a play. 1 out.
Now batting, the catcher, Buster Posey.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
At the plate, Brandon Belt comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Hit down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third.
Think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Marlene Garcia gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Garcia.
Stepping into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. The 2-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
At the plate, Nomar Mazara. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Pence. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani.
1 out for Chicago here in the 6th. And up next, the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. Runners on first with 1 down. Line drive to left. Yastrzemski is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So coming to the plate, Danny Mendick. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And another foul ball. Here now the 2-2. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The White Sox lead this one 9-2. So in now for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Runner at first following the error. And standing in the outfielder, Steven Duggar. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, and if you can make it all the way to the 6th inning before you give up a walk, you're doing something right. He's been very efficient so far, so we'll see if he can get back on track here.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Hunter Pence. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. The 1-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
To second for 1. Reel to Encarnacion, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 9-3 ball game.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. It's the White Sox 9 and the Giants 3. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Carlos Rodon. The 1-1 home. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes again. 1-2. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Flores has it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, the center fielder, Leori Garcia.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Leori Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 1 out. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now to the plate, Yoan Moncada. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Grounded to short. Crawford's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-2 now. Now the pitch. Count still at 1-2. Here it comes. Misses. Ball 2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Buster Posey.
Stepping up now, Buster Posey. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. Here it comes on 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and Moncada brings it in to retire the side. Giants down in order, still way back. It's 9-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Trevor Gott will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Aramis Garcia will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Now catching and batting 9.
Now at the plate, Tim Anderson. The 3-1 pitch.
Full count, 3-2.
Here's a bouncing ball headed for Crawford at short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Up next for Chicago, Eloy Jimenez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
At third, Longoria. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Standing in, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Stepping into the box, Nomar Mazara. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-1 home. This one skied out toward right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Jimmy Cordero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Aramis Garcia. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Fouled off. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Fielded cleanly. And a good throw gets him one gone. Here's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
So now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. The 2-2. Left side. Moncada has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in once again, Steven Duggar. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Heading out towards shallow right. Headed after it is Mazzara. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still way back. It's 9-3. Reyes Maranta comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Coming to the plate now, Yasmani Grandal. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Slider finds the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Danny Mendick. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
The batter, number 50.
Jose Abreu will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the White Sox, number 79, Jose Abreu.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Duggar comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 28, Leury Garcia.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Leury Garcia. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The White Sox lead it 9-3. Kelvin Herrera is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Kelvin Herrera.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Liner towards second. Oh, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the pitch. And that misses. 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that was perhaps bay bound, but instead it's a long foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Giants down to their final out now. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Last strike here for the Giants. 3-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. And this is going to be a base hit for Longoria.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
To the plate now, Brandon Crawford. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is just a great at bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Alex Dickerson will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Alex Dickerson.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. Two men are on with two men out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Okay, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Now at the plate, Brandon Belt. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
2 down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Out in front of this is Belt as he rips this ball foul down the right field line. Popped him up. And the first baseman can't get there. Two out, 2 strike offering. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The White Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and